Hey everybody, so I just wanted to jump on here today and leave my review for Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Now, this is the third film in the Ant-Man franchise, and as somebody who has really enjoyed and appreciated the world of Marvel, I really just was looking forward to this movie. Now, as I said in a previous post about Marvel movies, I'm not the biggest die-hard Marvel fan. Like, I've never read any of the comics. I don't really know anything in depth about these characters. I've never, I never dove deep enough to really know anything or appreciate these characters as much as those fans have. So I just kind of go as an average moviegoer and I have a good time. Now, Ant-Man is one of those movies that I think is more the refreshing take. I think it's really comedic and fun. I think Paul Rudd, as we all can probably put together, is just so likable. He's so charming. So the fact that he is Ant-Man, it just makes this experience all the better. And I really enjoyed Ant-Man and then Ant-Man and the Wasp. Now that we have this third movie, I was really excited to see what they were going to do with this one now that they're introducing this character named Kang, played by the incredible Jonathan Majors, who I love and who is having the glow up of the career right now with Devotion, Creed 3, now Ant-Man 3. There's a lot going on for Jonathan Majors and I'm so happy for him. But going into this movie, I just had this expectation that, it was going to be just as fun and lively as the first two. And that's not to say that this movie didn't offer a lot of those traits, but I do feel like this movie got a little bit more invested in the Kang story and didn't really give us anything else about Ant-Man. And that's not to say that, learning about Kang isn't interesting, because I want to learn about him, but it felt like almost like an origin story for Kang in an Ant-Man movie, where I feel like they should have separated the two. Let's give Kang his own origin story film and let Ant-Man be kind of still the center of attention. This movie still features the wonderful cast, that includes Michelle Pfeiffer, Michael Douglas. We have some newcomers here. And what's great about this is that they all kind of go into the world of the quantum realm and we kind of see things, we get all this beautiful visual imagery. I think the movie does, what highlights this movie well is the fact that on its visuals, on its imagery, I think they really hit every single spot perfectly. I mean, I was very, just like, oh wow, look at that. I was very fascinated by everything that we were looking at visually. But there's something about this story that just didn't really, do it for me. It isn't to say that the film is boring. I was really engaged from start to finish, but there was something lacking, something for me that was not as anticlimactic as the first two. I kind of just sat in the movie like, okay. Like I was very, mundane, very, very just monotonous almost. I had this very just like bleak expression. I didn't know what to think about it. But that isn't to say that the movie isn't still credible for the things I pointed out. Again, Jonathan Majors being a big addition to the film, I thought was wonderful. Seeing Michelle Pfeiffer kind of take like a leading role in this Ant-Man movie was really exciting. I was happy for her because I love Michelle Pfeiffer, but also it was good to see that character really kind of just, take this movie into her hands. So there were things about this movie that were noteworthy, but something about it still didn't really speak to me the way that the first two did. And because of that, it's one of those movies that I'm like, still, if you are a big Marvel fan, go check out. Of course, if it's something that you want to see for your own, please do. But it's one of those movies that I feel like if you want to just kind of wait until it's on Disney Plus or wherever it's streaming, then fine, that's okay as well. You don't have to rush out to see it necessarily, but it's a movie that I expected a little bit more from and didn't get, but I don't think it's the worst movie in the Marvel franchise. Please, I don't want to get that misconstrued. So Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, I think is fun. It's still an entertaining 2 hours. Is it my favorite? No. But is it still worthy? Sure. There's a lot of things that I think should have been corrected, or storylines that I feel like should have been pushed to a different kind of concept. But regardless, I still think the movie is worth checking out. I think you should give it a watch when you can. Again, whether that's in theaters or at home, you pick. But I still think the movie is going to be something that is credible, and at least that's something to go off of, right? So yeah, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. I want to know your thoughts. If you enjoyed the movie, leave your comments down below. If you didn't like the movie, also leave your comments. Let's talk about this, because I would really love to know your thoughts on Ant-Man and just what you think of the arc and how, from the first movie to this one, how it all came to be and what you think of that. So yeah, let me know what you guys think, and thank you for watching.